Alright, good evening. It's 7:23 p.m. on March 2nd, 223 is the year 3223. It's like a palindrome, look that up, but with numbers. Anyways, welcome to the channel. This is Wags, DJ Wags on my new Apocalypse radio network. But right now we're talking about Wags Chicago news. Radar is my specialty. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I got a bunch of new viewers this month. I don't know why. Or in the last month. Anyways, I appreciate that. Let me do a follow-up to yesterday's video. You see the doohickeys on your screen. That was from the 28th, I mean. I'm going to be doing that. The follow-up was to my UFO dust, or UF dusting, I called it, Chicago. I got reports. It was in Michigan. It was all over the Midwest. We're going to touch on some comments on this video. It's really nice comments today in the video, so I'm going to go over that. We're going to show you the gassing live time in loops. Also on the day of the 28th and on the night of the 28th, I was, of course, recording radar. So we're going to go over radar, heat maps, because it thinks there's fires all over the United States. I don't know. I've reported on this. If you're old to the channel, old school, what do you call it? OGs, I guess, as you call it. But and then I saw in the comments, just some people don't understand my rhetoric in comedy, and that's because they don't understand probably the algorithm, and I have to be very careful. So if you're new to the old school people know, but the new people to the channel, if you ever have a question of what I'm talking about, you think I'm making a joke that's not funny, please say it in the comment. Myself or one of the old fans will answer your questions for you. There's a lot of people watching, so this was, I believe, Michigan. It's 444, and I believe that's a woman out of a channel I follow in Michigan. That's why I clicked this. See the dusting there. So, it wasn't just us. Then I got reports you'll see in the notes. They was on their car the next morning. So, here's the radar. I'm going to show you here. There was a triple pulse that happened around the same time. That would be a thing called, remember that old Amoco commercial, when they go honk honk? That was for the letter A. So they go, what was it? This is the old people know what I'm talking about. It was like something, I think it was a motor club, AAA motor club. They would go da 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 da, honk honk. The honk honk is AA. This is how we have to talk in this world now. See, because I live in a free country. So AA, honk honk, get it? So then this flash you're about to see when I show you in a minute, this is just a summary, is going to be the H honk honk RP, if you can figure that out. I'll explain later. Then I'm going to go into why I'm so glad that the lizards that invented such technology of those flying doohickeys also debunk it. So luckily it's been debunked, but it's not, because I'll show you patents if you want. And there's even current patents, not even 2012, how to treat a certain condition when you get these certain doohickeys in your body. But it's been debunked according to, right here. We'll go over that. Lucky for you, you're not inhaling nanodots, whatever that means. Somebody mentioned it in the comment. You guys are smart. I love my fans. You guys know what I'm talking about. Again, wind pattern. The wind was going right into my area, Michigan, etc. You're going to see all that. So, and then in my next video, I'm going to show you tonight, just a preview, we're at 2,000 parts per billion carbon gas, carbon dioxide, CO number 2, as they call it in the business. This is a couple hours ago, right outside of Philly, 2,044. The scale, you can't see it right now, but the scale stops at 1,200. So we're double the high limit. So like when your car overheats, it'll show like 280 degrees or whatever. This would be like 500 degrees. For those of you that don't know math or see patterns. All right, let's get back to business. Welcome to the show. Thank you to the new people out there. Please like, comment, subscribe, and forward, because this channel is Shadow Doohickey. But it's starting to grow all of a sudden. I started deleting all the old videos, which I should have done a long time ago. But I'm learning. It took me 12 years to learn how to do this, garbage. All right, here we go. This is my video from the other night.
Uphill, let's say. Wait till you see this garbage, all right? This is about a 2-minute.
So I'll put a link here at the end, and there'll be one in the beginning or whatever. You'll see it at the end. Go back and look at yesterday's video. I don't know what this is like, but you could see it was dancing on my flashlight like it's looking for heat. And then there's even strings. I should go see if there's any still on there. And then some of you said in the comments, why don't you get this under infrared or blue light, which I should have done, but I was kind of panicking. Like, I don't panic, but I mean, I was surprised. I've had time. Hang on, let me pause it. Turn the sound down. I'll play that in the background. But my point is, here, look at these things. My point is, when you have this happen to you, I just had this happen when there's stuff in the sky, too. I'll forget to pull the camera out. Like, now I see why normal people do that. Like, even people like me that do this for, look at these things dance. Like, really? You sometimes, you can't think. It locks you up. Because I haven't trained for this. Now, you want to do some funky garbage to me physically, I'm ready. But when it comes to, like, I'm seeing nano worms, let's call it, for the algo, and I'm inhaling them while I'm talking to you guys because I want to get the word out. All right, enough of that. All right, so we got the dusting in Chicago. These are the comments. I love the comments. Say, Amanda Mo's an OG. She's been on my channel here for a long time, as long as I can remember. Also up in Michigan area, she says. And she says here, it was on my car as well. 2 days ago in the morning, which would put the first, which would have been the next morning, here in Michigan. Also, 2 of our cities took in the toxic chemical waste from Ohio. And I heard EPA didn't tell nobody. And I got another video that Ms. Donahue posted, she found a little while ago, of the gassing of dioxin in St. Louis area in the mid-'80s. So stay tuned for that. Because they shut the whole town down immediately, like when they found out they were spraying oil with dioxin on the dirt roads because they couldn't afford to pave them. So once that happened, everybody had to leave, except now you all been gassed out there in the East Coast and told to go back home. Everything's fine, but it's not. And then Tangent Angela. This is a long one, so stay tuned for this. I'm going to read this because I appreciate this, so you just stand by. Says, hi, I found you through the Monograph channel. Shout out to Monograph channel. He's one of the few left that can still speak because we speak in I learned from him, by the way, how to talk around this garbage. So shout out. I live in Northeast Tennessee. I can remember around 2015, I was outside one night and saw this exact same thing. I am not young, and I have always spent time outside, especially at dusk. And when I saw it, I was freaking out because I never, in big letters, seen that before. At first, I thought it was a light drizzle of rain. So did I. I've got this on tape, by the way. I got to dig up my old chips. Of rain until I saw they were moving in different directions. See how that worked? I then decided it must be some new type of insect that I just happened to be deep down. I felt that something was really wrong. See, she's got intuition. That's NI, introverted intuition. Introverted intuition, I bet. Probably an INFJ, just shout out. Or some kind of NI. I searched, I don't know, I'm just guessing. So that's my other channel. I searched online back then and found nothing. I'm not sure if it is since then, but I am not outside as often either. Okay, so then here's the replies. Katie Kane says, similar, I'm in North Georgia. Seeing the same garbage off and on. I'm up several times every night. I go outside for a smoke. There's much going on overnight. We've also had some weird fungus. I got fungus on my plants right now. Some of them, like, growth after that night, by the way. It started yesterday on my dirt. On the shady side of our car. Almost impossible to wash off. They have modified some brain reactive. I can't. She's saying this, not me. Like, oh, have they? She's asking a question. This is a good question. By the way, for the algorithm, this is a question. Have they modified some brain reactive fungus, or fungi as they call it in the doctor business, that seek warm human tissue to grow in? Like, wouldn't that be a crazy movie, huh? Like, what do they call that? Mad cow disease. Look that up. And then there's an American, that's a Freudian slip. There's a human version called, can't think of it, but they're spores. Like, maybe, oh God, this is creepy. Tangent Angela replies back, Katie, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. I know for a fact I never saw that crap in the 80s, 90s, or 2000. Me either, by the way. And I do this like I've been making videos on this garbage since 2012, so I really watch, and I'd never seen this before then either. Kathleen McMahon says, Smart Dust, yikes, I didn't know all evil humans had so much time on there. Oh, they got time. They planned this shit 100 years ago, like, more than that, by the way. If you look in the 1860s, they had World War I, II, and III already planned out. These demons, though, long haul. They know what they're doing. Tangent. Christina replies, you bet your sweet caboose it's not. I think they're talking about, Kathleen goes, Smart Dust, yikes, I don't know. Okay, and then she goes, you bet your sweet caboose it's not. Christina Leah says, is that supposed to be some funny haha joke or something? It was. Well, haha. There was a bit of sarcasm in haha in case you didn't catch it below. Christina says, and now you know. I love you guys. Everybody in this channel gets it. Like, Kathleen McMahon says the Christina no was not a joke. She knows the algo too. The dark arts, as I call them, dark arts. Hey, Smart doohickey does. See how that work? I'm filling in words because I gotta handle the algo. Right? I wish was no nanotechnology. Horseshit, whatever that means. Like, she's got to talk in code, I'm sure. It was not how. Okay. Kathleen says, sadly, they do. Hey, we know. And Mad Cat says, keep up on the zinc, man. That shit just freaks me out. Thanks for posting. A bunch of comments there. Or what do you call it? Letters? Or what do you call it? Shine, or Hoopoo says, I love the name. Hoopoo. Shine your light straight up and look at the beam, and then think to yourself how much of this stuff you breathe. That's why I turned the camera on, by the way. Thank you. I was thinking that at the live time. Jeff Hunt. I love that name. Say that fast 3 times at a party of women. See how that goes. The lights. Sorry. You got to make fun of evil, otherwise evils win. See how that work? The alien invasion. This is a great comment, by the way. Whoever this is. The alien invasion, in quotes. People are expecting things based on size. Magicians, misdirection. It happened every 14 days. We replace cells in our body, which is true, I believe. Never hold on to things that will get to you, like that will get you. That's your laugh at darkness, which makes you a warrior. That was a nice comment, by the way, because I laugh at the devil, like I always have, and I even worked with evil people I had to go hunt down. So like. You have to laugh, otherwise, when they say you stare into the abyss long enough, it stares back. I can testify to that. Like, you gotta laugh at that abyss, otherwise you'll be in big trouble. Jay Birdwise says, wow, thank you for showing this, Wags. What the F? XOXO and Godspeed. Godspeed to you too, everybody out there, by the way. Paula Hawk, another old school OG to the fan here, or to the show. How far are you from East Palestine? Smart Dust. Julian Assange tried to tell us. Thanks, Wags. Stay safe out there. There's sperm on the loose. I love the women on my channel. Shout out Paula. She's an OG on the channel, too. Kathleen McMahon. Smart Dust polymer fibers then turns to M disease. I can't say that word. Right there. It sucks, and it's super painful. Sounds like she knows. I know somebody who has that, by the way, and was told they're crazy back in 2015. I was still friends with her, like, and when I took the patents to the doctor, they didn't like me no more. They didn't want me coming with her. Like, she'd bring me there because they just boss you around. They don't boss Wags around. When I go to your doctor, we're gonna have fun. Demons. Anyways, and they know, by the way. And if they don't know, then they're just retarded. Pollen from trees. That's what I thought, by the way, but. I grow trees in my house right now. They're in my bedroom from my other channel, and they just started to open leaves. They're little buds right now. There's no pollen right now, which they're saying, by the way. So definitely not the pollen. So nice comment there. Dirges in the Dark says, so the wind is not blowing them. Yeah, that's the point. The wind is blowing them, by the way. Hang on, I'm on the air. Karen Lee says, look at them under a black light. This is what I'm talking about earlier. Or purple light. I got this, too. I don't know why I didn't think of this. And I put here, I do not know why I did not use my IR camera. I was shocked at what I was breathing. This is a real comment I posted earlier. I will be doing it next time because now I'm gonna be ready for it. Like I used to do this years ago. A flock of rods by in I don't I don't use my name. I couldn't figure out what you're saying. I don't use my name. I dig that name. Get a microscope and report back. Well, I have one actually. I just got to collect some of the dusting. I got a story about a dusting with the spider webs I'm going to tell you guys one day because I have a chip with it on there. Then I now got to go find from like 2017. Back when they were getting caught in spider webs, by the way. It was no joke. And then Ray Clay, another OG on the channel. Shout out to Ray Clay. Nano. Grabbing fibbers, we'll call it. From the... he knows the code. From the sham trails and... fake snow. They are little balls of snow you're getting up. Reacting to EMF, which I'm going to show you on the radar. From your phone and cell, whatever. Like, I can't say any of that. There's no way you can talk about that. Even if it's a comment. Also been sneezing since the spill went right over me. It went over you? Oh my God, no. I knew you were east. I thought you were like in Michigan. Oh no. Well, Godspeed to you guys. Like, oh man. I hope none of it fell on you guys. Oh, that's sad. It's just sick. Like, and now they're moving the dust. They're distributing. Just don't feel bad. They're gonna be in Illinois eventually with the dust, I'm sure. It's in Indiana, Texas, and Michigan. They're not telling any of the states it's coming. Here comes the M word again. Like I said, a friend of mine personally has. I've seen the fibers. Rosalind. I don't know how you say your name up here. Hamiel, maybe? I don't know. I'm tired right now. I've been doing farming garbage and it's cold today. Like I had to bring all my plants. Mine got better after a heavy metal detox, whatever mine meant. Because we can't talk about this. Metagenic. I can't say that. Like, anyways, go look at that comment. I can't say anything. Sharing this, and this is my first. Also, I don't know. They're talking about something. Okay. They're talking about something else I can't talk about. Tiny black doohickeys, or dots as you call them, those candy dots. They're on those things. Like, freeze the picture. I'll see if I can find it for you when I do this video. Then Mr. Emoji 8 says, that's Lightfoot's fart. And shit. AK Alien, you're funny, man. Mr. Emoji. We just lost the mayor of Chicago and the police chief quick because all that commie garbage is leaving. So we'll see what's coming in. There's still a New World Order city, so I'm sure it's just a illusion of what's going to happen. Or they may crank up the crime fighting part like they did in 38. Like, this is all part of a plan, but whatever, do you. Anyways, if you believe in that garbage, go ahead and vote your ass up. Like George Carlin said, I use Kleenex on voting day. I get something out of my garbage. You interpret that. Anyways, get some samples, have them tested. Yeah, good luck with that. John McMullen says, let's see what they say back. Where? Testing places are owned. Yeah, by the way, I bet you the Goats, Billy the Goats owns all of them, I'm guessing. I don't know that as a fact. Bro, you're breathing. I'm glad you guys are worried about me. Thank you. I care about you guys so much, I breathed that in for you. See, I would have had to breathe it anyways, but I wanted you to know, boy. Like, let's see the replies here. Rob, Katie Kane says we're all breathing that shit. You just might as well, you just don't see it. Just in case, you're damn right too. See how that work? I love my fans. I captured the radar and wins. This is my reply 9 hours ago. I've been working my ass over. I captured the radar and wins. Stay tuned. New clip today, etc. And this guy Mark Messer says Spore. All right, on to the mapping. This map here is called Air Now. Air Now is by the EPA. And I got this off of when the gassing happened in Ohio. Dabu 7 started watching Air Now. I didn't used to watch it, but I like how they got a 6 and a 9 up there for this, whatever. Anyways, like, it's your government, they're evil. What are you going to do? Like, anyways, they always got to fucking show it. So, Air Now I do this on my regular weather maps, but this gives you a quick, you go to Air Now and hit loops, and it'll show you the last 24 hours where your ozone or particles at 2.5 and higher to 10 parts per million are at. 2.5 would be the dusting you guys are talking about. Okay, so this is the last 24 hours right now as I'm recording this at 3223. And I start seeing this doohickey just west of me, by the way. This is in Iowa, just west of Sioux City. That's so purple, it's not even like on the chart. Purple's not a color on their graph. So it's off the scale. And guess what I found in here? I'll tell you in a minute on the next video. But there's a lot of waterways that run right to the Mississippi, I believe. But that'll be in the next, video. Sorry, I just burped. I'm getting excited. Now, back to the night of the 28th. This is the radar I was doing. The winds, this is Illinois right here. You see the winds here? Hey, make sure you're on the screen. Hang on. Yeah, you can see it. The winds are right here, blowing up right in the Chicago area. From the southwest, it loops, it goes straight east into Michigan. Shout out to Michigan who's got it on their cars. So check this out. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Hang on. I'm having trouble with my screen. Figure. What the heck? Hang on. I gotta pause this. Hang on, I'm having problems with my screens. What is going on here? It must be my internet. See, I'm talking about their garbage. I can't even move my screen. Stand by. Here, you can see a great shot right here. See the wind blowing straight into my area? And then there's a wall right here. You'll see in a minute that somehow there was air pressure, like creating this vacuum that sucked this air right up. See this? Straight south, heading north. And there was a gassing right here is what I'm talking. That's why I showed you that air chart, which I thought I recorded, but I happen to have a backup copy. But the copy I recorded is somehow is not here. I don't know. Either I hit the button. But right in the path to all this air, these clouds you're seeing, there was a gassing of CO2 or 2.5 to 10 part per million particles released right here in this wind path that you're watching. This is live that night that I showed you this. Okay? What else do I got here before I leave? This page. So you can see the winds were perfect somehow. I'm also going to go over the heat map here. Now let's take a look here. This is Zoom Earth. If you look, this is a daily shot. This is February 26th, 2 days before our gassing in Chicago. In Michigan, by the way. So here, if you look down to the south, hey, let me make sure you're on screen. Hang on. You can see it. It'll be, hang on. Watch from here all the way up. Watch the red dots. That's what the satellite thinks is fires right now over the United States. So you'll see, then it gets daylight so hard. But when it's nighttime, you can see them really good. So see how there's not that many down here? I'm going to go to the next day. Watch this. 27. Still about the same. Florida's got a bunch there. Look at the spot. Look at the frick. That's called feathering. That's what do you call that? Scalar waves. See how it's making that hook? This is the end of that storm. This is called that overland hurricane, guy. These were the big storms that were coming through right around the time we were getting gas, by the way. Now, let's see the 28th. Watch this. See that? Did you see it light up? I'm going to go back one day. There's the 27th, 28th. Can you see it? All of a sudden, we got fires all over the Midwest. Where, are these on little boats, semi-train? You know, they like doing shit with trains. What does the satellite think is so hot? CO2 burning? What would you burn to make CO2? Or whatever other gas they're using in those powders. Like, next day, it's even worse. The first. So let's go back. So this is the 27th. 28th. Look at, we got heat signatures climbing north. And then here's the first. See? It's almost like you're moving gases to the northeast. If you were a pattern spurg like me, that's what you see. Now, we were over here. Now look down here. The whole, anything south of like Illinois, Missouri border. So go all the way to the East Coast now. Watch Florida over here. I'll do the same thing. Bam, bam. Look at this. And then the second. It starts to go down a little bit. What's causing all this gassing of heat that the satellites think is fire? That's a good question. Here's the Michigan video. Zoom in on this. That looks like snow, doesn't it? Or some kind of... You ever see... I was up by a lake one time. Up in Wisconsin. And they get a certain time of year where they get these weird cricket-looking doohickeys. And they swarm all the gas. Anything with lights, they get swarm. You know what I'm saying? That's what that reminds you of. But it ain't. Now, I'm going to take you over to NOAA. Or NASA, whoever owns these satellites. This is... goes west. It's NASA, I believe, owns these. And the west camera, by the way, as of the 1st of January or 4th or whatever it was, they turned off our view. So I don't have a view of the Arctic no more, Antarctic. I don't have a view west of Hawaii no more. They turned all the cameras. I got a reason I've been telling you about that. But watch this. Watch this pulse. This would be the HAA, almost fucked myself. H honk honk RP. Remember I explained to you what H honk honk RP is? Watch how the entire camera freaks out. Watch this, guy. Pulse. Pulse. Watch. I thought I had it cute. There it goes. See how it changed colors across? Hang on. You'll see it pulse from left to right. Watch. Whoa. It's almost like a planet passed by. Watch. You'll see it from here, right there. So watch these red dots up here. Watch this. Watch the red landmass on top. There's a red radar. Watch how it changes real quick. So now I'm going to speed it up. Hang on. Let me speed it. You might be able to see it when it's faster. Hang on. Why don't they let you do double speed? Oh, because they don't want they want to get caught on the algo. All right, watch this. I sped it up to 1.5. Oh, wait, I went too far. You'll see it. Boom. See that? It's like a flash. See that? So I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but it's not good. Now, over here, Josh, I'll put this link in the description, this search about that disease and all that garbage. January of 22, right here. U.S. patent application for the M word, disease diagnostic, etc. This search will be in the link, so you guys can go do your own research. I can't read this anyways, but it says the present invention relates to the M disease diagnostic device. This is a disease that's been debunked, allegedly. But they have patents currently coming out to detect such disease. Now, if you look up the actual patent right here, it was fact-checked by VoxCheck in 2013, is it? 2021. April 13th, 2021. Out of Ukraine, by the way. It's false. It's not a, as they call it, gain-of-function doohickey, as Dr. Klaus would say. So thank God it's not, and it's not biowarfare and that garbage. Now you're safe. Safe and effective, I bet. Alright, there's my video. I wonder if, I don't know if you guys want, put in the I have like a 10-minute or 5-minute video here. Let me just show you this real quick. I could put this, I could just post this with no talking. If you guys wanted to see the radar I was doing at the time, you'll see all of it. Should I put this up there? I think I will. Why not? You could just see everywhere I was looking that night. You see how my brain works. Like, these are the jet streams. I was checking everything. Like, I just don't want to bore you with 2 hours of garbage. So if you do want to look at that, you're a researcher, you like this garbage, I'll put them up. I got 2 videos. I got that one and one other one. I'll put them in the links. So links will be in the description, and I'll put them in the post. I'll make a note. Stay tuned, because the next video is live right now. It's 7:52 Chicago time, and we're going back to the monitor, And what I just found, this dot, this heat signature, is in a town called Montezuma. So there's some gassing heat coming out of the middle of a farm field. I'm going to save this for the next video, so I'm not showing you. But those are the tabs to the right. That's all these tabs. This is the next video right up here on the top right. Stay tuned for that video. I'm glad you subscribed. You're going to love this channel. This is Wags Chicago. Doing weather now. Like I'm a doctor of many trades. Godspeed, everybody.